Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live stream. Haven't done one of these for a while, so thought now would be a good time. So, I was just kind of messing around earlier, doing some track swapping to see if I could do some other fancy stuff with the IRM route. So, we now have the Sacramento Northern track in, which means we have kind of a fake overhead line for the spots that are going to be a big pain to do. Obviously, this route's massive in terms of overhead wire, yards, that type of thing. So the goal is find a way to take advantage of what we have in the game right now and get some good overhead wires in. But as a temporary stand-in until I can get everything 100% complete, I'm happy with this. Just for videos and blah blah blah. I'll be adding more um as I go, but I thought why not do a little action and stream it? We've got pretty much all the tracks swapped. I decided to try doing the VP grass pack, seeing how that looks. I'm thinking I might do two versions of the route now. One that stays on workshop, and then one that's the freeware one that I'll use on TSC. But we've got switches and all that. We've got pretty much all the yards. Earlier, I was doing work on getting these overhead wires removed on the places there aren't any. Obviously, this yard, which is yard 4, I believe, doesn't have any. It's all the diesel stuff. One disadvantage with the game is how the overhead wires are handled. So there has to be a little bit of a lead off right there where it kind of shows, but ultimately it doesn't matter too bad. I'm gonna keep it there until I figure out something else. So I say it's time to just get to work. I'm just kind of messing around. I've got to add grass in this part and a lot of other areas. My goal is to remove probably West Somerset or North Somerset and the PDL as dependencies. Most of that was just from this foliage, though. So I'll have to see how I can sub all that in. This area is going to be a mess to redo. Just because it's a mess in real life. It's a giant field. So, I mean, you pretty much have all the storage tracks down here. So I thought, why not do a little streaming? Show it off. So we'll get the asset block. Just kind of do a little bit around there. Mainline is mostly empty at this point. I haven't gotten that far just due to Google Maps breaking on my end. I've been talking to DTG and their support for the last year or so. And yeah, there's something broken, I think, on my network side that doesn't allow the maps overlay to work. So I'm gonna have to figure out if I can get like a decal or something to place it down. Because everything over here is just blank. Once I get going with this, it won't be too bad because a lot of it's just fields. But yeah, the main goal right now is get this area looking nice. And then I was starting to work over here, but it got corrupted and half the work I had done over here got deleted. So I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do this, but I'll have to redo this whole area, figure out how I want to join up the UP main to the IRM area. I do have a bunch of reference pictures, obviously. I mean, I've been here a million times, so I've got enough pictures, and just the internet in general has a good variety I can use, so there's enough documents out there to get some work done, but out on this side, it's hard to gauge how far everything is when it's completely blank. Like obviously here's the passing siding over here. You've got the overhead for the double track, you've got signals, and then you have 5 mile siding out here, and then the end of the main line. So the track's all there, and most of the signals are there. There's a few random ones that would be scattered throughout the main line that I don't have. I do have an IRM rule book next to me. So let me grab. Always a good thing to have out while working because you can get a sense of kind of what some of the rules were, or are, I should say. So yeah, it's the 1996 and 2004 operating instructions. There's a few good resources in there. One of them, I think, had a diagram showing where the signals were. There's the track diagram for the trolley loop. Oh, wait, I think I found it. Yeah, there we go. I don't know how I can show this to you guys, but it's pretty much every signal. It's just the track diagram for the whole main line, and it shows both signal numbers, location roughly, mileposts, and pretty much just everything. And then at some point I'll try to scan that in and get it on screen. Probably not for this stream, but yeah, it's cool because I can rename everything to the proper numbers. So the signal, where is this? It's hard to like view, but at the same time, I think I'll be able to figure it out. Private crossing is about here. Just check. No, okay, yeah, that's broken. So I'll just rip up this old grass probably and start subbing in the VP stuff. So if anyone knows a way to make like the Google Maps images, like a decal or something you can place down on the ground as a map, let me know. That would be great. I think I saw a tutorial a few years ago on how to do it, so may have to go find that, but being able to have that, at least some satellite view, would be great, because at the moment everything's pretty much a blank canvas outside the main museum, which is definitely not ideal at all. Frame rates are probably going to greatly improve because I put something like 20,000 grass assets down originally, and I mean, that's just terrible, to be honest. Like, the amount of stuff that this route has that it didn't need in regards to, like, the grass is, yeah. Oh, that's cool. I need to head up that way and catch that loco at some point. It's been a good few years since well, no, I think I went to Michigan, was it last summer? I don't even know. At some point I was there for like a day trip, and that was interesting. But yeah, a lot of this is just gonna be ripping out old stuff and adding new, because techniques have changed. I mean, I started this version of the route in 2016, so it's old. and it was kind of a case of if I needed an asset, I had to add it at the time because I wasn't doing it as a freeware thing. Or freeware included / third-party stuff, I should say. So we'll see how that goes. I probably want to keep one version of it up on the workshop. If I get the overhead wires and all that done, only using like Sacramento Northern or other stuff available on Steam, I'll probably upload that. I don't know about the main line, how I want to do all that, because that's going to be a bit of a mess. This I'm also going to have to sub for... Is it that one? No. One of these is like a wooden bridge asset, which looks way better than that one. But I need to make sure it's the one with wires. That one could work. But maybe it was that one without the wires. One of them had exactly what I needed. Yeah, this one kind of. It doesn't have the thing above it though. So maybe I just want to drop that and then go here across and change it for that one. It's the wrong one. For that one. There we go. Maybe raise it up just a little bit. Oh, no, never mind. It's not bad. I'll have to fill this back in. I had a bunch of static water here, but it didn't look too good. I could do one of these assets, the water lofts. Let me try that, actually. Only issue with this is going to be getting the height right. Actually, yeah, height's going to be a pain, so we'll just do water reflective. And then how I did this was I would just stretch it out pretty much as big as I needed. Take it, raise it up, turn it so it's actually like in line with the water where I need it. Make sure it's not leaking onto like land anywhere. And then I'll copy it, put it over here facing that way. I'll grab the Y height from that and paste it there. Now they're both exactly at the same height, which is great. And you can kind of see that tint of blue as you're driving along here. So let's get... I need to probably make my own custom texture paint, ideally. Because this is kind of ugly, the light green. Ideally, I would go with something darker, but I want to make sure the one underneath it, or the texture underneath it, matches decent enough. So I'm not sure what to do. There's a lot of things that could be solved by making custom assets and textures, but it just comes down to how much do I want to put into this and all that. So we'll see. Let me check one thing. Okay. So yeah, we'll just do another asset block here, and then we'll go back and do the other one I started. There is a parking lot back here, so I might just paint it more that sand color. And then do that. So the grass is VP grass low. BP grass low, paste the number there. Boom, now you have grass along your buildings. Great. There's also a little diesel switcher out here, but that could be something I could try to learn to 3D model. That would kind of be cool. But we'll see. So yeah, we'll just do it like this. It's not 100% accurate in this case, but it works better for the game, if that makes sense. Kind of do that as well. Because IRL, the ballast is a lot lighter. It pretty much looks like sand. Like it's just a very white rock. So I don't know if I'm going to have to reskin the track. I mean, that's possible. It would just be taking. I probably have some pictures of the ballast somewhere and just pasting it onto here and just letting it procedurally generate. But we'll see. That's a long way out if I want to do that type of stuff. So let's just grab a few cars. Let me see if there's a Prius. I forget who it is, but one of them definitely has a Prius. Because I remember they installed an electric car charger or something like that back here. We'll throw a plumbing truck, because why not? We'll say the diesel shop got clogged up or something. I don't know. This area, there's a giant dip here in real life. I don't know how I'd be able to do that with the current terrain tools in such a small space. I might be able to like model an embankment that juts down and then comes back to the terrain level. I don't know. It'd be a challenge, but hypothetically possible. So yeah, at this point, the biggest thing with this route is I want to make it more of like first person perspective than the driving perspective, if that makes sense. So, as if you were just kind of wandering around on the ground, because that's how most people experience the museum. Most of them aren't driving the train. I mean, I could do like a passenger mode thing where you're going up and down like the main line and there's like some instructions popping up or something like that, but I will also delete these assets just because they were the main reason I added North Somerset, and to be honest, it's not worth it for one camera asset like that. Okay, so let me load up some reference pictures on my other monitor for this area. Ooh, yeah, let's check the car show, because usually I get a bunch of pictures of that. That one kinda helps. That's just a car behind the Santa Fe sign. Here we can see the wires are pretty much stretched across. So that's over here. But the problem is, how am I gonna model that? Because, well, figuring out how I'm gonna do the cross sections is going to be the challenge, because the wire's there. I just need, because that would kind of work if I just did these. Where's the bridge? So yeah, there's the hangers, which don't actually attach to that. Oh, because it generates a different wire. Yeah. So that's just the trolley pole itself linked. Milepost. There was one where it was just a bit that like stretched across the whole track. Yeah, so I could do something like this. It doesn't look exactly right, but it fits almost perfectly here. And then I would just need something for the end here and here. Because as close as I want to get this to real life, I'm not going to be able to recreate it perfectly. This game is limited in so many ways. It's just unbelievable. Let's do it like that. Raise, not the grass. There we go. That. Just a bit. Oh, oops. We'll go from like that. It's hard to see, but about like that will do. And then we'll just shift it over this way. There we go. That works. I'll have to run a train through here, make sure it all fits, but it looks like it's about right. Because usually you just have a pole right at the end. But I'll just do it as... Where is it? This one? That would work. So place it right in the middle and then flip it around. Or we could try... Because, so there's two different types of trolley pole / overhead wire with this. You've got the one that shows up, and then your gantry tool one, which I can demo on the main line just really quick. You place it down, it automatically makes this pretty much. And it generates this type of thing, which is a lot closer. But it's a pain to set up in a lot of cases. So I'm trying to figure out an alternative for the main museum. That's kind of why I was thinking I could do this little cheaty way, but I don't know how well that's gonna work. Also need to see. So this is the far side. Ugh. It's such a mess. This is not going to be fun, but at some point it's got to get done, so. So that's that one. I don't want something that's going to clip into the building. So we could start it here. Have it go around. And then we'll swap to the... Oh, is it not good? Oh, no, let me. Okay. So then I need to throw a few of these in. Swap it to the other side. And then we'll do it on the right again over here. Pretty close together, but that's how it is in the game. I mean, I don't really have a choice on how the game determines half that. Okay, so we'll end it there then. Because this area technically has it stretched across the whole thing because the road is electrified for trolley buses. But that's not something you can really replicate in the game too well. I kind of tried with the invisible track, but it's a mess. So yeah, you can kind of see the wires do weird stuff if you don't link them up properly. So I'll have to link that one to those. Not sure where it is in here. I haven't done these before. I thought it was just something like a wire, but I'm not sure. Ooh, these could work as well. 4-track ones for the yards. If only these were wooden, that would work even better. Because that looks cool. Throw a few of those around. I am getting weird issues with the track like this, so I need to figure that out. I don't know if that's because I had to do a track swap and that messed some of it up, but either way, I'll have to get that working. Yeah, if anyone knows what I'm actually looking for, that'd be great. Not 100% sure what it's called. Rocks, Rapids, platform. I know how to do it with the New York, New Haven stuff, but I'm not even sure now that I think about it if that's or if what I need's a thing with this type of overhead. I assume so, but I'm not sure. I haven't checked how that route was actually made. Unless it's somewhere in here under some other name. But pretty much what it does is it gives you a little circle that you click for each part to connect them. So like in this case, you'd click right on the tool here and then click then on the other part where they link up. I just don't know what it is in this. It's a lot of good signals though. Probably used most of them already, but Oh, that's cool. Stack hopper. So that's the auto-generated ones, which I don't need in this case. Ooh, I wonder if the New Haven line, though, would have one that I could use. Because ideally, I wouldn't want to mix and match, but if I have to get something to work, I'd be fine. Well, this is half the fun of root building, just looking through stuff and hoping you see what you need. Because here's the pre-made wire bits, which is probably what I need to do in this case. Because it just has all the wires stretched already for the yard. But that's a bit beyond what I know how to do. Huh. Oh, I still need something. There we go. Those are just the other train system invisible signals. There's ooh, actually. Hello, welcome to the stream. You can't see it in this because the building's closed. But if I ever replace this asset, the Steam shop now has, I think it's all concrete inside. At least for the majority of it, but we'll just do the full thing. No. That one. No, that's not right. Which one is it? Let me double check. I need the non-wire sidewalk. You just do the rails. Then there's that one. Tunnel. Ooh, that's cool, actually. Really old, rusted. I don't know where I could use that here, but does the sidewalk one only have a variant? No, wait, it should be that one, right? Yeah, okay, so the SC060. And then the X's mean no wire on this. There we go. And then this would kind of be in here. Or I guess this part would be rail, and then the other part would be. Wow, there's a bug flying around. The rest of it would be the concrete. So we'll go from here to here. And make it that one. Yeah, there we go. And then drop the pit in. Now I just need to figure out, because ideally you do a tunnel decal or model something like this into your structure. But because I'm just using other assets that kind of break stuff. Let me check in here to see if any of that stuff I need in here. crossbucks, stuff like that, lumber, playgrounds, that could be interesting. Ooh, that's going to be helpful. Because right here in real life, there's a trolley pole with that. That could be a cool sign to reskin as well. Don't need any of those. It's just more pole stuff. Darn it. Not what I need in this case. Maybe low pole telegraph. These could be cool here, actually. Oh no, it has those side wires though, which wouldn't work in this case. Yeah, it's kind of a pain when you don't make your own assets because all you have is whatever is available. And when what is available isn't what's needed. Whoa. That's cool. Yeah, there's issues. I need to turn this into like an actual drivable train as well. Because I mean, it's not a great model, but I need this style of caboose. Blah, 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 blah. Tower 33 headlight, interesting. A lot of the modern. Ooh, I wonder if I shrunk it down vertically, because there's another building. Oh, over here now that I believe's a library, model railroad room, and something else. So I'm trying to think how I could add that in. Torchlight. It might just be easier to learn to 3D model it. Let me see if I have a picture of it anywhere. Showcase Weekend 2020. I do not see any pictures of that. You have a cool picture of the inside of the barn, though. That'll be a good reference picture if I just want to do a generic thing. Because what might work best is I don't know if I want to do an individual loft asset for each of the barns, or not loft, just a stacked building, or if I want to do it as a loft object for each one. It'd be cool to have it as a loft because I could use it multiple times and all that. Oh, I was trying to get a picture of the train. Supposedly, it was steaming a bit too much for what people wanted, so they stopped it, took it back, and all that. Labor Day, Labor Day, Labor Day. Did I have anything? No, because that was mostly at night. Power outage. I don't know how many photos I actually got from that. Yeah, not many. Because I got stuck on the main line. Here's some shots of the passing siding, though. So I guess I could, like, detail some of that if I wanted right now. Here's a shot of the building being built. So that's Milwaukee Road. Oh, yeah. Okay, so. Huh. We'll have to see. I don't know. It's hard to figure out what to work on with this. There's so many things, but at the same time, a lot of them are custom related things. Like this thing here, I need a curved overhang that sits on top of here. So it might be time for me just to look up a tutorial, learn Blender. We'll have to see. At this point, I think the stream's more of kind of just an update looking at the route so far. Yeah, main goals at this point are figuring out the uh overhead for a lot of this. It's gonna be a project. I don't know how much of it I'm gonna stream or how much is gonna get done, but I forgot 0. Ah, I hate this part. It flips itself for some reason here. So I have to do some wacky thing like that. There we go. See, it's a lot of small, dumb things like this. Just 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. But, I mean, because this looks cool, but, I mean, it's just wrong, if that makes sense. Like, having them this close and all that. And, I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. There's a lot of goals with this, but how far we get is yet to be determined. So, yeah, just kind of a small update. I still have the milk float slash other tracks in here. So you can see it loops around all that. These are a pain. I need to figure out how I want to do these, but pretty much I have it set up because it's an invisible track. So you have these tracks that the buses can drive on, loop around there. I have one that goes down the side, all the way around kind of the property. I've added it in just for fun. I don't know if anyone's ever going to use it. I mean, it could be cool to throw in a bus going up and down here if you're like just driving around the museum. I don't know how well they interact with the crossings though. I don't think I ever got signals to work on it. So I'll have to try that out, but it's getting there. Signal display still works. I might change out some of those at some point. But we're getting there. At some point, I think it was supposed to be this year, but COVID hit. Maybe next year they're gonna bring this up finally. So this trolley loop extension is gonna go continue here, curve up where this track is, go all the way up here, continue up, and then cross over. I guess I could just show you really quick. So the trolley loop will continue down here, all the way along this, then curve up here. Here's that invisible road. go up there, continue on up, turn here, and then there will be the little downtown scene. So they'll have the double track here. Let's get rid of that. That shouldn't be overhead yet. I know one issue they have right now is working on this area. You've got 2 trolley loop or 2 streetcar tracks slash 1 if they turn them into 1 really quick, but you've got to cross over to this switch, and then I think the goal is to turn here and connect up to this barn and the lead that comes off of it. So this area would change a lot. I mean, it would be cool because you'd be sitting here and just have stuff on both sides of you, but at the same time, that's going to get kind of chaotic, especially if you have stuff like a bus coming through as well. But either way, the real life museum's changing a bunch. The game is changing. Well, I lie. The game isn't changing. The game is still broken in a lot of ways, but the route's changing. We're getting there. I also added this in finally. So the grass on that side, which I was kind of excited about. I've got to add all the foliage in between the main line and the UP line. I could probably just do all that as one. And then just have it be what VP grass high and then some shrub or something. So we'll just do the high grass. We'll change it to 140. So there you go. You got a bunch. Probably overkill, but for now it's okay. And then we'll find what? Just grass, daisy. Why don't we do that mixed in? Make it a bit darker here because it's not like the museums. It's a little less well kept. Just kind of fill it in like that. Makes a little difference. Maybe I'll get one more test of the trolley pulls in here. Because pretty much how it goes is... Let me just see if there's a generic wooden pole. Because pretty much you have a few poles scattered around this main platform. Then they reach across and the wires just connect. And it won't even reach with like these little ones. So the hangers work. So I could do these, but I just don't have anything to attach them to. Which kind of is the big problem, so. Yeah. It's just kind of a small update on the route. We're getting there. I was messing around and adding a few more platform lofts along this area. Probably nothing's going to spawn just because this is like a basic free roam, but I'll add some stuff in here, try to figure out these texture glitches. Obviously, this is mostly just the, like 5 or 6 roads layered on top of each other. I'll add probably a walkway here, stop it here, and then start again here up until that point, but we're getting there. So, hope you all enjoyed this really small update. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching.